Now let's start by reviewing the booking process. By clicking the Reservations tab, here, on the menu, you'll get to see a table with all the reservations that are currently in the system. And reservations can have different statuses, which you see here with the different colors. For example, the blue completed status means that this vehicle has already been returned. The yellow open status means that these are future bookings, so the vehicle still needs to be picked up. And the green rental status means that these are active reservations, so the vehicle is currently out on rent. To make things easier for you, on top of the table, we've created these quick links where you can easily gather information. By clicking on today's pickups, for example, you'll see which customers are coming to pick up a vehicle today. And by clicking the button on rent, you can see all vehicles that are currently out on rent. Let's start by clicking on New Reservation to make a new booking. We've broken the reservation process into multiple steps, and the first 5 steps, you can already see here. These first 5 steps would also be made available on your website, so that your customers can make bookings directly from your website. In step 1, you would select the dates of the reservation. As an example, we'll select the pickup date as June 2nd, and we'll make a reservation until the 10th of June. The return time will be 3 p.m. Then, in step 2, we'd select which type of vehicle, or vehicle class, we're looking for. So in this step you'll be able to add your own vehicle categories, which might have different pricing, as you see here. So for this example, we'll select Economic Automatic for $35 per day. And what you are seeing now here in step 3 is, that on the right side, the reservation summary has been updated. So this is a 9-day booking for $35, and there have already been some extras added to this reservation because the CDW is mandatory at $11 per day. But all of these charges here on step 3 can be customized to your own requirements, so these are just examples. We might say that we also want to add full coverage to this reservation, at $8 per day. So if we click on that, you'll see here that the reservation is updated with $72. And, if we would like to, we could also select an additional driver or child seat, but we'll leave that for now. And then we'll move on to the next step. In step 4, we would have to provide all customer information. So if this is a returning customer, we'd be able to select from a drop-down list, or, for example, search for a specific customer. Or we can create a new entry and start typing all information. It will also tell us if this customer already exists, but, for now we'll add a new one anyway. And then we'll go into step 5, which is the confirmation page. On this page, all the information has been previously filled out, it's shown here so you can review it, and if everything is okay, then you can click on Confirm Reservation. So these first 5 steps would also be made available at your website, and if you have a payment gateway installed, then payment would also be made on your website. But in this case, we'll just register a cash payment. So we can go ahead here and click on Payment Type and select Cash. And register the $520 amount, which is automatically filled out. We could also send a confirmation email of the payment to the customer, if we want. What you see here is that the cash payment has been registered, and the outstanding balance is right now on $0. We also got an email just now, so this is what the confirmation email would look like to the customer. As our example, here's the customer name, a thank note from your company. It will also generate a reservation number, and show the total amount at the bottom. But of course, this content can all be customized to your own preferences. So now the booking has been confirmed, and it has been paid, so we can go ahead to the pickup step, which is step 7. In this step, we would actually be able to select which vehicle we want to assign to this reservation, because up to now we've only selected the category and not yet the actual vehicle. So, we would be able to say we want to use this Ford Fiesta. And by selecting the vehicle, the system will also load its odometer and fuel level from when it was returned at the previous rental. And then, we can also upload images of the vehicle so that we can register any existing damages. You can add as many images as you need. These images will automatically be added to the rental agreement, which we'll see in the next step. In this section, you can also see the driver information, so if we need to add additional drivers, we can do it here. The damage report is another available option, so you can also click on specific sections of the vehicle to register existing damages. But we're going to leave that for now, as we already use the images upload option. And then we can click here on Confirm Reservation, which will bring us to the rental agreement. The rental agreement has 3 sections. So we can see here 3 pages. The first page is the agreement itself, and of course you'll see your own company logo here, with your own company information. And then, the agreement has information about the rental period, about the renter, all the charges, and the vehicle that is assigned. You can add relevant information text here as well, and then there's the signature section. On the second page of the agreement, you'll see the images that you've uploaded on the previous step. Moving on, the third page of the agreement will show your terms and conditions which you can upload in the system. Now, the signature step that we've seen earlier can be done digitally. So here at the bottom, you see the digital signature section, and if you're doing this on a tablet device or if you have a signature pad, then the customer can review the complete rental agreement and then sign off on it. If we click here on Save Signature, the signature will be added to the rental agreement, with date and timestamps as well. Then, this rental agreement can also be automatically emailed to the customer. This is an option to completely go paperless with your rental business. Now, what you see here is that this vehicle is currently on rental status, but of course it can happen that the customer calls you up and might want to make changes to the reservation. For that, in step 8, at the bottom, there are multiple contract modifications that you can do. For example, the customer might want to apply an extension, or an early return, or a vehicle replacement, or they might need to be charged extra for something. So there are all these actions that we can do from here. For this example, we'll do a quick extension, changing the return date to the 12th of June, so 2 extra days. And those 2 extra days now mean that there is an additional outstanding balance of $57, which you can then charge the customer at the next step. So now at step 9, before this reservation can be completed, we first have to update the outstanding balance. For that we need to go back to step 6, in order to register another payment. We'll register another cash payment. Click on Save, and the reservation is automatically updated. We can then proceed to step 9. Update the vehicle odometer. Set the return date to the actual return date. And then click on Close Reservation. As you can see, the booking is now completed.